So let's bring in former RNC Chair Reince Priebus. Bill and I are just worried about how we're going to cover all this if it goes scattered all over the country. But you dealt with this. You have thought about it a lot. What's your top line?
Well, I mean, you have to look at it through the lenses of the Democrat candidates, just like we do on the Republican side. And if you look at through that lens, who does it help and who does it hurt? It hurts Pete Buttigieg from Indiana. It hurts Gavin Newsom, and it hurts Bernie Sanders, and it helps Joe Biden, and it hurts white liberal voters, and it helps diverse conservative voters in the Democrat Party. So, number one, it tells me that Joe Biden is running, and I'll tell you why. Because I've been on the other end, on the Republican side, and trying to. I've rewritten these rules twice. It is a Herculean effort within the Republican Party, and I'm sure the Democrat Party, to not just get the Rules Committee on board, which is the first step. Then they need to get the entire DNC on board to pass this reform. They would not be doing this. Joe Biden would not be doing this unless he was running for president. And so, to me, that is exactly what this is. It's a pure political shell game. We play it on our side of the aisle every 4 years. But this time, Joe Biden won this battle, and he's going to do it through sheer force.
I was thinking about South Carolina, because now that South Carolina will be third. But in the past, South Carolina has been the decider, right? That's where everybody races to South Carolina. You think about even George W. Bush when he won on his way to the nomination. Certainly Biden last time around. That's where he sealed the deal. And they rejected Bernie Sanders and the other types that you mentioned. So is there benefit to being first if you're South Carolina, or would you prefer to be the decider?
Well, I mean, I'm sure the folks in South Carolina like it. I mean, obviously, it puts them even in a greater position, and maybe they'll still be the decider even if they're first. But the bigger question from my standpoint would be, what does Iowa do? I mean, under state law, they've got to be first. New Hampshire has to be first. And yet, on the calendar, just so everyone understands, the first primary generally cannot be held in a year other than the year of the national convention, which puts it at 2024, which means Iowa's going to have a hard time because they would have to jump into a date which would probably bring them penalties for delegates. Just so everyone understands, the election for the nominee for these parties, the Republican Party, Democrat Party, these are private political organizations, and delegates, members of those organizations, choose the nominees. They are not chosen by the primary voters. Everyone thinks that that's what happens. No, primary voters vote in caucuses or elections, and then those delegates go to conventions, and they generally vote to reflect the outcome of that election. So there's a lot going on here that involves secretaries of state, governors, a lot of people in grassroots in all those states.
Not to mention what we're going to do. That's what we want to know. But thank you, Reince. Hold my hand through all of this. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs as we go through. It's very, very interesting. Thank you so much for being
great guests on all that stuff here. So we'll just go everywhere, I guess. Before this is settled, you know that Iowa and New Hampshire still have a lot to say about it.
Yes, and then what Reince was saying is that in their state in their laws on the books that they have to be first. So then, if you were hoping that American election cycles would shrink, that is not happening in this scenario.
Yeah, this is a year-round operation now.
Yes.
All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.